Hello everyone, this is Stephen from YogaWorks, and in this short movement snack I'll show you how to move your hips. Shame those poor hips. We're sitting down the whole day and they're actually designed to be moving, running, swimming, climbing, crawling, and all of these things. So in this short practice we'll take the whole circumference of the hips, the front, the side, the back, the insides, and create a little bit more space and movement potential. So we're going to be starting with a hip circle. It might be a good idea to hold onto a wall. So if I'm doing the right leg, my left hand can hold onto something. I'm bringing the leg up to the front. Then I'm opening it up to the side. Then I'm going to circle it back and move the knee a little bit behind me. And that's one circle. So we can do that a little bit faster. Just circling around. We'll do 3 movements in each direction. Try not to move the whole rest of the body, keep it quite steady. And this is 5. Now we'll start off going back, opening to the side, rotating the leg out, and then out in front and down. Bend the knee back, open to the side, rotate, and then do 3 more circles that way. Try not to lean to the side. Try not to move the spine too much. 2 more. You've got it. And 1 more. Nice. Shake that out. You feel that's quite some work deep inside the hip joint. Also for the standing leg, because there's a lot of power needed to keep us up. Now we'll do the second leg. I'll show you this one from the side, but feel free to hold on to the wall instead. I'm lifting the leg up in front. Opening to the side, rotating back as far back behind as I can. Lift, open, rotate, move back. That's 2. 3. Nice smooth full circles. 4. And last one. 5. Nice. Shake out for a moment. Second side, we'll start in extension, which means the knee moves back, opens to the side, rotate the foot forward, and then come down. Bend, open, and 3 more rounds. Bend, nice balancing exercise, but feel free to hold onto the wall, and that's fine. Where are we? 2 more. I might have miscounted, but 1 more or less is not gonna make a huge difference. All right, shake it out. Already, that's some really good hip work. So now I'll turn sideways. So you can see I'm stepping my right foot just a tiny bit forward, a little step, so that both hips are still facing in the same direction, straight forward. Hands on the hips, lengthen the spine, and then start to hinge from your hips over that right leg until you stop. There's no need to go further than when you stop. That would be a terrible idea. And with the hands on the hips, tell me if the hips are still level. And with the right hand, I like to pull that hip a bit back so I can stretch my spine forward. Of course, if you have extra space, you're free to release your hands down. You can also round the spine a bit. But you're going to lose some of that stretch. I would recommend to first move right hip back, lengthen the spine, see where you get to, and be happy here. Slowly lift up. Second side, I'll turn to the other side so you can see. Left foot steps a little bit forward. Hips face straight ahead. Lengthen the spine, and then fold over that left leg. And at some point you'll feel, okay, that's the max. My hamstring has just let me know. And the hamstring just sent out a tweet that I've reached the maximum. So just stay there. And your maximum might be way up here. Or I have some students in yoga who are lying all the way on this front leg. All of this is fine. Don't worry about little details like that. And then slowly lift up and just feel the space in the hamstring we've just promoted. Hold on to the wall with the left hand, bend the right knee, and then if you can, hold your right foot behind you. If you can't, if that foot is too far away, you can hold a strap around the front of that ankle and hold the strap instead, or you could just keep the heel lifted, which is great to strengthen your hamstring. But if it's possible, hold the foot, pull it in a little bit close, and then notice your body wants to compensate, go into spinal extension, so keep the front ribs in and even out your knees. Good. Pull that heel a little bit closer if it wants to. So stretching the quads. You can imagine if you're sitting a lot, then the quads are in this shortened position for many, many parts of the day. So we're bringing back some length in the front of the thigh and the hip here. And then other side, hold on to something if you like. Left foot, left hand, you know the other options, you can use a strap, or you can just hover the foot without actually holding it. All of these are fine. Pull the left heel to your buttocks, and then avoid leaning forward or arching your back, so keep the front ribs in. Knees more or less together in one line. Take a few breaths. Some of these can be quite challenging, especially if you haven't stretched a lot in a while, or just the quadricep is just a big, strong muscle that needs a lot of time to open up. So don't expect everything to happen today. You'll have to come back many, many times. Release that. Now we'll do something for outer hips, the glute muscles. So place your right ankle on the left knee. You can always hold on to a chair, a table, something in front of you, that's fine. And then all I'm going to do is sit a little bit back with the hips. I'll show you from the side. I'm sitting a little bit back with the hips. And I'm gently allowing that right knee to soften down. I'm not pushing it down really hard. But this is a really great outer hip stretch. If you've done pigeon pose in yoga before, then this is a variation of it. But while we're standing, and also we're in a little bit of a balance. If it's possible, you can always touch the floor down with one hand or both hands. But these things are not going to improve your experience a lot. It's mainly to get that ankle on the knee and sit the hips back. And then release that. You can shake the legs out in between. And then I'll show you this one from the front. I'm bending the right knee, placing left ankle on the right knee. Activate this foot a little bit. It's going to protect your knee and your ankle joints. And then sit back with the hips and lean your chest a little bit forward. I like to rest one hand on the knee and one on the foot. Or sometimes I like to touch one hand down. And actually what I'm doing here with the right hand is I'm pushing the heel in a little bit, which creates a bit of extra stretch and tension in this setup. One more deeper breath. And then slowly release, come back up. You can shake the legs out. We've got one more little hidden area around the hips that we haven't touched on, which is the inner thighs, the adductor muscles, whose job is to bring the legs together. So step a little bit wider, turn the toes out a little bit, and then bend your knees so that your knees and the toes go out in the same direction. And I like to rest the knees, no, not the knees, the elbows on the knees or on the thighs. And then sit the hips down as low as you can. Sit, 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 sit. This is called horse stance, or sometimes goddess pose. But the name is not really important, but what it does is really opens up the whole inner thighs. And if you want to increase that, you can even push with your elbows. You're pushing the knees back behind you as you sit a little bit lower with the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that's harder than I thought, these hip stretches. Shake the legs out. Thank you so much for moving with me, for taking a little break, for taking care of your health and your well-being, and I hope to see you again soon.